So I mean, I got a question for you. I don't know if you have an answer because it's not a simple answer, but in what way can the diaspora and the brothers and sisters on the continent, how can we come together and empower each other?
Very
What do
good.
we have to do moving forward?
Oh, no, I love that question because that is one of my biggest passions, in fact. We need to have this type of conversation that we are having right now. We need to know our history and not be afraid of Africa. If we're afraid of Africa, it means we're afraid of ourselves as well. Because Europeans have done an excellent job in terms of demonizing us, so that there's a lot of self-hatred, which we've internalized. And as Malcolm said, actually, there's a brief speech. It's about 6 minutes. If you go on YouTube, anybody, go on YouTube and put, you can't hate the roots of a tree without hating the tree. And one of the things that Malcolm said was the reason why in those days they called them the Black Muslims, and now it's Nation of Islam. He said the reason why they grew so rapidly was because they taught them their African history, African heritage, and African culture. And once they gained that knowledge, they became proud of themselves. You see? They became disciplined, very productive, starting their business, because now they won't believe it when anybody dares tell them that you're inferior to Europeans. He said that was the secret to the growth of the Black Muslims. So I am saying the same thing. If we have that kind of knowledge that allowed the members of the Black Muslim organization to have pride in themselves and then start accomplishing for themselves, we can do it whether you are whatever faith that you pursue. So that's where we need to start off. We need to have the kind of conversation we have right now. We need to start having an annual dialogue. And we have the pandemic. So in the first couple of years, we may have to do it virtually like we're doing right now. And at some point, we can start doing it in person and virtually for people that can't attend it, whatever it's going to be held.
Yeah, I mean, but that would be a great idea. I mean, like I say, it's almost 60 African nations, and you got America, you got Brazil, you got Jamaica, you got Haiti. If we just had a video call, because I think some of them platforms you could have 50, 60, 100 people on there, just talk about one thing.
One
goal.
You can have hundreds in some of these
platforms. We just have one representative.
They had 300 people.
Wow. See, so it ain't no excuse. It might be a better time to do it if we could just have one person from one country that we agree that we're all brothers and sisters and we want to work together. Then if we just meet once a month, and like you say, we have an annual conference to invite others who want to at least view it, and then we just build from there. 5 years from now, nothing but positivity could emerge.
I'm telling you, absolutely, because we have a lot of elected representatives now, right? We have members of Congress, right? We have many members of Congress of African ancestry. And it's good that they focus on domestic issues, but they need to also focus on Africa, because Africa can really be the key to our collective future. In Africa and right here in the diaspora. So I always remind people this. When you read all this negativity about African countries, have you ever asked yourself, why is it that all the top Fortune companies, Fortune 500 or Fortune 100, most of them have representatives or offices in African countries doing business? You see? So we can't allow European-controlled companies to benefit from the resources of Africa, and our own sisters and brothers, descendants of Africa, not benefiting from any of this resource. And that can happen once there's a better knowledge of Africa. So, for example, we had the return, the year of return to Ghana, right? When many sisters and brothers from here, from the Caribbean, from Brazil, went to Ghana, visited But I want us to go beyond that. Not just go as tourists for a few days or a week or two, and then you come back, and that's the end of it. No, I want us to make that connection and see Africa as your right as an African in diaspora. You see? And then make that connection and see how the talent and resources that we have in diaspora can partner with sisters and brothers in Africa and work to develop. Because what Africa lacks is capital. You see? The resources are there. But as you know, in any type of business or enterprise, you need capital. You know, it doesn't matter how much talent or resources you have. And normally, they get the capital from the World Bank or the IMF. And the World Bank and the IMF are controlled largely by the West, especially the United States. The United States has the most shares of any single country.
Wow.
And then they give you conditions. You say you can only do this, that, and that with the money. They will never allow you to industrialize. So that's why you don't see African electronic equipment like these smartphones selling around the world. This isn't something that's so difficult to produce, right? And everybody has it to make money. You don't see computers that are made in Africa. You don't see cars that are made in Africa. These aren't like very difficult technologies. You know, they're available. But when they give you the money, they want you to keep producing what they call raw material or primary product. You know, you produce tea, coffee, cotton, tobacco, copper, gold, diamond, and you sell it to them in bulk. And you don't make a lot of money from that. And then they take it, and then they either refine it or put it in their factories, and they make much of the money from your own product. But when you say, no, I want to use these products and build factories and turn it into, you know, cell phones, computers, or cars, not allowed. You won't get money for that. And that is the problem. And every country that became wealthy, they did it by industrializing. And they industrialized by using the resources of Africa. But they want that Africa uses its own resources to industrialize. So now, if we can have sisters and brothers in diaspora come with the capital that don't have this kind of crazy conditions, then we can break away from this. I call it an economic lockdown. You know?
Yeah, that make a lot of sense. I mean, I don't know if it would work in the terms I'm thinking, but maybe like a cooperative type thing where you have investors from the diaspora, because our dollar is higher and we know that the dollar is lower in Africa. So if they were to invest, they would invest a lot less lower, but they have the resources. So if we could use the diaspora money to industrialize the continent and make profit and build foundations on the continent, like you say, no crazy stipulations or nothing like that. It's a cooperative. So it's going back into what we doing, the bigger goal, the bigger picture.